What's up, guys? Day number 43 here for the board speed run. We're at 18:06. It's really time to go. We got to get things moving. We're playing Dipter. Old Dipter from Israel. Let's play c4. Actually, yeah, I played that slightly incorrectly. In this position, you should play e4 immediately. We could play knight c3. Knight c3, he takes, we take, he takes this, and my idea was queen d4, we're hitting this and this, but he plays knight f6 and he keeps everything defended. So what are we gonna do? How do I deal with this? This is actually a little tricky because the whole problem here is I don't want to play d3 because I want to get d4 through in one go. But I also don't want to play e5 because he hasn't put his knight on f6 yet. We'll play queen c2. Queen c2 or queen e2, both of these moves work. I don't want to block the bishop though, we'll play queen c2. There's an argument for either. Knight c3, d4 is coming shortly. He is in so much trouble here. It's time to go.
Claude, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked.
It's time to go!
All right, this is turning into a hippo. This is turning into a hippo. This is not going to end well for him. The really crazy thing is that, you know, a lot of people play the bird against the, or sorry, a lot of people play the hippo against the bird, but no one in their right mind would ever play the hippo against like normal king pawn stuff, but this has turned into a normal improved version of king pawn versus the hippo. Like this is normally what you get in the hippo except with the pawn on f4, which is even better. We're gonna play bishop d3, f5. We're gonna pull the hippo out of the water. The hippo's about to get dragged out of the, dragged or drug? The hippo's about to get dragged out of the swamp and onto land. It's time to go.
Fantastically.
Time to go!
Match of the day. Why you? No, don't.
It's
interrupt.
time to go!
We play c5, we play d5. Knight f6. Now is the perfect time to lock the bishop out. But then he plays c6. Let's wait on that. There's no need to do that just yet. Let's play bishop g5. I'll play rook e1 shortly. Pressure the knight. Yeah, black is under a lot of pressure here. It's time to go. I'm exhausted. I had a big bacon cheeseburger at Madero, the finest of establishments. I am not sure what that move's about. That does not help his position at all. He just traded off his best piece. He traded off his best piece, so he's just left within a still very ugly position. And now he just has some weak light squares. My bishop might be able to pop in for a visit at the right time. This whole pressure here is so uncomfortable. Because the idea is that I can take it at any moment and pressure f6, but I could just hold it there, and then his rook just feels very silly. He's playing knight c6. He wants to play knight takes d4. How are we going to respond to this? We could play queen f2, but then he plays queen f2, knight g4. So many things are hanging there. I don't know what to make of that position. I really don't know what to make of that position. We need to defend d4, though. We cannot let the knight get in. It's a little ugly, but I think it has to be made. Knight e2. Oh, he plays knight b4. Yeah, his idea wasn't so bad. I was roasting his idea as if it was a really terrible idea, but it makes a lot of sense, actually. He's still in trouble, though. Like, don't worry, people. He's still in a lot of trouble. That's not a good move. He should have played knight b4 while he has the chance. Now we're going to dominate the knight. Now he is still in trouble. He could try rook e8. He's threatening rook e2 there. Yeah, I guess, no, he has a few tricks. Rook e8 threatens rook e2. What is the plan? Rook e8, I think I have to play queen a4. Queen a4, we're keeping everything under control. All I need to do is figure out a way to stop this one idea of knight d4, and I should be doing well. If his knight, even if though his knight isn't pinned anymore, if his knight ever moves away, I'm just going to play f6 and completely bury the bishop. Yeah, bury the bishop completely alive. Not something the bishop wants. All right, there we play f6, bishop is buried. Just like I said, like clockwork. Like clockwork, it's time to go. I really like bishop f5 here. I really like bishop f5. Because takes, we play rook g3, and I think that's just the end of the game. That's not the end of the game, believe it or not. Bishop f5 takes rook g3. We're threatening bishop h6, but if we ever play bishop h6, he just plays knight g7 or bishop g7. Well, then I'll take. Yeah, that position is still a bit uncomfortable for him. I mean, is it the answer, though? Bishop f5, he could just play queen d8. So what is the plan here? Let's just play bishop e4. I really like this. Bishop e4, targeting this knight. I don't know, man. Bishop f5 looks so cool, though. Yeah, wait. Bishop f5, queen d8, and then we play bishop e4. And these pieces are in massive discomfort. He would have to come back up to d7. Yeah, bishop f5 is a spicy move. Takes, rook g3. He has no way to safeguard the g-file. What an uncomfortable position here. This is a massively uncomfortable position. All right, he's going back. We're going to play bishop e4, though. Welcome to the bounce house, pal. It's time to go. This is such an uncomfortable position. Queen d7, I think queen a4 just ends the game. I don't know what he's going to do here. He probably needs to just sacrifice. But queen d7, yeah, we play queen a4. It's over. I talk about this a lot. I talk about this in my course. I talk about this everywhere. You do not play your knight pawn to knight 3, right? So knight 3 is b6. It could also be b3, g3, or g6. Do not put your pawns here if you do not have a bishop to coagulate the weaknesses on b7. Because now you're just going to have enormous problems with your light squares. If his pawn was on b7 here, he would have almost no issues. As it stands, he's just losing on the spot. If knight moves to b8, we'll trade the queens and then pick up the mango. It's time to go. It's time to go. We gotta get things moving. This position is hopeless. Take a picture of this position, really. Ugly piece, ugly piece, ugly piece. Piece that would be good, but it's under too much pressure. Also under pressure, and ugly piece. Fantastic bird game. Fantastic bird result. This is the bird in action. And it's nothing to be joked about. 95, okay, we'll just take. All right, that's it. It's time to go. If he takes, so this is the coolest part. If he takes there, I don't even think we need to solve anything for him. We could just play bishop c6. He's still completely stuck. If this knight moves, we play bishop e7. Bishop just dominates everything. The threat here is just takes. And, you know, if he takes with the rook, this hangs. If he takes with the knight, we have bishop e7. I guess, though, he could take and he's hitting our knight, so we should figure out a way to do it. Maybe, yeah, let's just build up with rook f1. This is a disastrous bird wreckage here. This is like that 1960s film by Alfred Hitchcock where the birds just massacre a town. It's not for the faint of heart. Like, don't watch it with your children. It's a horrifying movie. But it's one of Alfred Hitchcock's finest movies. Really interesting. One of his more gritty suspense films. Yeah, we could literally like just take a snapshot of this position and put that in the video, and it would serve the same effect. Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy. The material isn't even ending there. After I take, I'm going to take and win more material. He's still completely dominated here. It's domination. He's playing f5. He's trying to get his rook out. Let's play, if he plays rook f7, I'll play check. I'll pin him. I'm going to play g4 for the moment. He's not getting any respite whatsoever. Knight g7, we play bishop d5, and then his king can't come out. It's just time to throw in the towel, man. It's time to go. I say it all the time on this show, but it really is time to go. The bird. I played a really cool game recently in the bird, and I want to make a video about it. It wasn't played during a speedrun or anything, but it's a wild game. Nice. What a nice position. 1815, let's go. 1815, time to go. Playing Louis Ducks from Mexico. All right. Yeah, those immediate aborts, I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe it's the Taiwanese flag, the fact that I have Claude screaming into the microphone. Who knows? E5, C5, C3, knight C6, A3. Yeah, this is a French, but yeah, A3 should not be good. Why? Yeah, no, wait. Actually, wait. What is going on here? Why is a3? I've never seen a3 before, but it doesn't strike me as particularly bad. We could play queen b6, then they play knight f3. We're back into established theory. Here we know we play c4. We have what's a normal position up a few tempi, because in this position, when we play queen b6 and they play knight f3 and then we play c4, in this position here, the queen is actually misplaced on b6 for the knight e7, knight c8, knight b6 maneuver. b3, okay, we'll just take. Not sure what he's going for there. We'll play knight a5. This is already very good for black. The c4 and c3 pawns are very weak. Rook c8. Yeah, this has not worked out for him. Knight is digging into c4. It's time to go. We gotta go. Yeah, black has a really nice position here. Queen b6 with knight b3 could be interesting. I also like queen b6, queen b3. Knight c4, I mean, that's a move that suggests itself, but it doesn't do that much. Let's play knight e7. Knight will come to f5 or c6, depending on the situation. Probably not c6, though. Let's put the knight on f5. Very uncomfortable position. We're going to play bishop e7 next. He could try g4, but we play knight h4, bishop g5, and then we just trade on f3. It's time to go. Bishop d2. Bishop d2 looks like a good move, but what does his knight have to say about it? Knight is definitely not happy that the bishop just took his house. White is in so much trouble here. One idea I really like in these positions is g5 and g4, just to push this knight away. We need to time it properly, though. If g5 immediately, he's just going to play g4, and we haven't done anything. So we should play h5 first, then g5, and then g4. Yeah, let's go for it. This is going to really take him by surprise. If he plays knight a3, maybe it makes sense. Should we dominate the knight first? Yeah, let's dominate the knight first. Knight b5 could be a little annoying. Yeah. White is still completely stuck. We're going to play g5, g4 next. Just completely dominate the board. Yeah, if all my games in the French were like this, I would play the French all the time. My big issue with the French is that they play the exchange variation so often. And who has time for the French defense if you're just going to be playing the exchange variation? You know what I mean? It's time to go. I packed my bags. I'm ready to go. We gotta go. Okay, let's play g4. Knight is getting kicked out. Yeah, black's position looks really, really bad. Can I take this pawn? What's wrong with me taking this pawn here? Yeah, his queen moved, so the pawn is hanging now. Just take on a4. If knight moves, we can play bishop b5. Knight will probably go to c2, I think. c4. c4, okay. I don't think that works. I mean, among other things, we could try knight b3. No, sorry, what am I talking about? Knight b3, he's attacking twice. Yeah, what is the plan here? c4 is quite good. Let's just take. We're taken. He takes, we're taken again. He takes again, and we play bishop b5. Oh no, sorry, what am I talking about? I'm defending this. I'm defending that. That can't happen. Okay, here wants to play rook c4. I was thinking about if I could get queen d4 in, but that doesn't really work. Queen d4 takes, knight takes. No, that's not going to work. b5, rook takes a6. Then knight takes d4. That looks good. What's going on with these dogs? These dogs. They take on a6. We play... Yeah, there are a lot of tricks there. Lots of tricks. I really like knight d4. Yeah, knight d4 makes the most sense. We're threatening knight d2 followed by knight f3. We're also threatening, sorry, knight e2, and then the bishop is going to hang. If he plays bishop f4... Yeah, bishop f4 is a tricky move. I was thinking we could take, but that doesn't really solve anything. What is the plan? Bishop f4, queen d5 looks extremely strong. Keeping the queen and knights all together, cohesive. It's really time to go. What time is it? I got a lesson in like 20 minutes. I gotta wrap things up here. I gotta wrap things up. It's time. It is legitimately time to go for me. Let's play Queen D5. Queen D5. What an interesting position. Knight is completely dominated here at the moment. Very uncomfortable position. Knight C2. We take, queen takes. Is there any way to make use of this? I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't know what the plan is here. For him. For me, I know what the plan is. The plan is to win and get that money. Get those rating points in my hand. Go straight to the bank. Say, give me my ELO. How many points are we away from the end of the speedrun? 685? Yeah, this is going to take so long. Especially now at this level, this is going to start taking so much longer. 685. Knight C2. Okay, here we go. What should we do? What should we do? I think we have to take the bishop. It's important to get rid of the bishop pair. Getting rid of the bishop pair is essential here. What is the plan now? Can I just castle here? Yeah, I should castle. Why have I not castled? Things are gonna get wild after H3. H3, the game is opening up. I'm gonna have to pay my dues for how much I expanded on the king side over there. But H3, my idea is rook A8 takes. He takes this pawn. I play H4. The game is still relatively close, and I'm gonna quickly play rook A2. And yeah, it looks like black is still in the driver's seat there, but it's messy. It's messy, not Ronaldo. All right. Knight E3. Bro's trying to sneak in this way. He wants to take, and play bishop H6 and go for the checkmate. Takes. Is there any way I can distract the rook? Can I play queen B3? No, he just takes with the queen. Takes with the queen. I'm going to show you guys a cool trick, though. Look at this. We're going to play rook C4. We're just going to play on this bishop. That's the only thing we're going to play on. If he plays bishop G3, queen E4, and we're forcing a queen trade. Well, actually, do I want that? No, bishop G3, let's play rook B4 first. Attack the rook. If he takes, then we have checkmate, so he has to move his rook somewhere. Yeah, let's start by forcing his rook away from this b-pawn, because that's very annoying. Let's play rook B4 first. Attack this. I need to be very careful about this. If he takes there, he is threatening mate, so I need to always be on guard for any of his tricks with that. If he plays rook E1, though, I play rook B3. Yeah, I don't see any way that he's making use of that just yet. We could play rook E4, but that gives away an exchange. Bishop C5 actually works perfectly here. Yeah, bishop C5, if only his bishop was out of the way, queen G5 would be winning. As it stands, though, he has no way to clear the squares. If he plays queen C1, he's on the last of the squares available to keep his queen remotely close to my king, and I'll just play rook C4 to force his queen off of this diagonal. Queen E2. Well, queen E2, yeah, I mean, that's just, his queen is now nowhere close to getting in via the G5 square. So what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? I play rook A4. I like rook A4 a lot. Let's go for it. Just trying to trade off. Now, as I mentioned before, now that his queen has stepped back, he is nowhere close to getting in on the king side. In fact, if he plays H3, I have G3 with a lot of pressure. One of the cool things here is that if he takes this pawn, well, then I take here with check, and I'm picking up the queen. It's time to go. Nice. That has to be the end of the game. Takes. Okay, we'll take. Bishop F6. What? So we just play rook C8. This has to be over. In like a perfect world, he'd be able to figure out a way to get his rook to H8. It's never going to happen here. All right. All we need to do is figure out a way to get at this rook, and I think the simplest way to do that is to not let his king hide. If his king hides at all, then he might be able to save himself from forks. I'm just going to give away both of my pawns here. If he takes with the bishop, now check, forces his king back out. His king cannot hide in the nook. Meanwhile, if he takes this way, we play g3, and again, his king is not hiding in the nook. All right, we're going to check here. King f2. We could check, for instance. I mean, there must be several wins. There must be several wins here. Yeah, what is the win, actually? Yeah, let's check this way. This is the key way, because if rook e2, we have queen f4. Meanwhile, if king f1, just something like, let's check first, force the king over, and then queen c6. That's over. Just taking a pot shot. I get, okay, he has bishop f2. Wow, the game, he's still holding on. Yeah, white is putting up a lot of resistance here. This is a class act. Unfortunately, I'm the bird master. I'm the guy with the defensive master classes. This ain't gonna work on me, pal. King g6. Yeah, white is in zugzwang here. I'm gonna play king f5 next, and he's gonna have to have moved his rook away. Bishop cannot move. All right, we're gonna bring the king in. Yeah, now this is very painful for him, because if he moves the rook, I can take on e5. But what does he do? Rook e3, I play rook c1. Okay, yeah, I could have just played rook c1 from the get-go. But here now, it's particularly strong. Queen f3. Yeah, g3 compromises the f3 square. Here we'll just play king g6, zugzwang. Complete zugzwang. Bishop moves, we have mate. Rook moves, we can take the bishop. Pawn moves, we'll take. It's over. It's time to go.
Interrupt me.
It's time to go.
I don't need to look at you. Can't even speak.
Time to go.
You can't even speak before.
It's time to go.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up after this game. I gotta go. I gotta get ready for a lesson. It's been a pleasure, everyone. All right, what are we now? 1823? Okay, perfect. This is nice. So 1823, things are definitely starting to go a bit slower here. But alas, we are making it up the ladder of chess improvement. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we will recommence with day number 44. I think it's 44. I don't know. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye then.
9 years we've waited for this trophy. 49 undefeated. 49, 49, I say.